That hour or two after actually qualifying was the moment where this is real, like I'm actually going to go and play the Open kind of thing. Imagine qualifying again, like that would be unbelievable. Obviously, dream come true first time. To have another attempt at it would be even crazy dreams. Hi, my name's James Robinson. I've entered Open qualifying this year. It's the prestige. I mean, for me, it's a major event. It's the one I always wanted to play. It's like you turn up and every single player that you've ever watched growing up is playing it. It is a real confidence booster going, saying that I have done it before, but again, just expectations not too high. I'm just going to play golf and really enjoy it. When I'd qualified, I went in after the interviewing bit, and then I was in the toilets, and it was on the toilet door. Yeah. And I thought, I'm taking that. Yeah. And then this is actually a present that my wife bought me, and this is the actual name tag on the scoreboard at the Open when I was playing. So it went up for auction, and my wife surprised me with it. I don't think it went for a lot, but obviously it's there forever, and nice little piece that can stay on the wall forever and hopefully give it to my son. This is mainly a bit of memorabilia that I've built up from the qualifying stages as well. Like it's not much, but certainly at regional qualifying, I did it at Fairhaven. So I've even got the course planner, but inside the course planner, I've just noticed that I've still got my scorecard, the bit that you rip off at the bottom. Shot 72 because it was quite difficult and actually tied first with that. I've even got the pin sheet from the day, so Monday the 25th of June 2018. We've got to try and keep those forever. Just nice little things to keep. And then when I actually got to the Open, you get a players pack, so it's all embossed with 147th, and that was my player number 57. And then just inside here, a little couple of bits missing from it, but you get your players clip. You wear that on your hat so you can get into all the players lounges and past. It's like your documentation basically. You always have to have that on you when you're walking around to get in anywhere. And then you get a really nice leather course planner holder, which is beautiful, and it gives all the past champions on the back, which is quite cool, of Carnoustie. Probably playing the last hole of qualifying, I had a 2-shot lead, and it was only about 15 feet away, and I had 3 putts to qualify. So it was kind of, I started to enjoy it, and then I actually took a moment on that green. I kind of put my head down as I was lining my putt up when I was crouched, and I just started to think, wow, I've actually done this. I was coaching a lot at the time, so I booked a little bit of time off to actually get some practice time in before the Open, and then I actually went up to the Open a little bit early just to actually get some golf in, because the day after I actually qualified, I was back doing 10 hours teaching. Nice shot. One of my friends who used to work at BMW Liverpool, he said, well, I'll give you a BMW X5 to drive up to the Open in. You can't be going up in your my Ford Focus. He was like, you've got to go up in style kind of thing. So gave me brand new X5, and when we were driving up there, it was just like, yeah, this is awesome. And then turned up, and I remember parking in the big car park, and then walked through the clubhouse, and then you go over the bridge just behind the 18th. And when I was walking across that, and obviously it's all the navy blue, the Open, like banners everywhere, and I went over this bridge, and I just stood down the bridge with my wife Livy and looked at the 18th, and I just thought, yeah, we've made it, we're here. When I was getting ready to walk to the tee, I remember walking through, there's a long navy blue tunnel before you walk onto the first tee at Carnoustie, and I remember just walking through there, and that's when the butterfly certainly started.
This is game number 24. On the tee, James Robinson.
I was just very relaxed in that moment, to be honest, and I remember the ground was so baked that it was just, my personal game plan was just to hit like a low chasey, iron up the fairway, just to try and get it in play, and yeah, the shot was pretty successful.
He tried his very best.
Realistically, after not playing for such a long period of time beforehand, I mean, it could have been possible. If I played the golf that I did at Old Links, I certainly would have been knocking on the door on the final day, but yeah, I didn't really let my emotions run away too much.
Sure you'll have enjoyed his experience playing in the Open.
That'll do. You're only a few rounds away from playing it, to be honest. Like, there's no other qualifying where you're so close to being in it. You're not going to qualify for any other major event by just playing 3 rounds of good golf. So it's certainly worth trying every year. It's the prestige. I mean, for me, it's a major event. It's the one I always wanted to play. It's totally different, to be honest. It's like you turn up and every single player that you've ever watched growing up is playing it. Go on, knock it in. Go on. Oh! Good boy. See him again. Good shot. Laurie, yeah, there's a Laurie. Hit another golf shot. Go on. Not a pushy parent. Becoming a dad now, it's obviously changed my life massively, but it's made me want to set Leo's life up for everything in the future, to make everything possible for him, I suppose. Where have you gone? Can't make it look like I'm playing in the sand on my own. If he wants to try and play golf, so be it, but I'd like to be prepared, because obviously I know how much trying to be a tour player costs. So it'd be nice to try and get that in, well, ready for him, basically. See? Do you want me to help? It's a bad life. No. Okay, I won't show you. I'm never going to push it on him, but he absolutely enjoys like playing. He's not even 2 yet, and he can already stand on a mat and hit a ball into the net, and it's just really good fun to watch, but just want him to enjoy it, really. One of the first memories really of being at an Open Championship was at Royal Birkdale, when Justin Rose hit the flop shot over the bunker on the last and holed it. I remember being on my dad's shoulders because I wasn't big enough to be able to see it. So he actually lifted me up, put me on his shoulders from back in the crowd. We were stood in the fairway just short of the 18th.
69.
Yeah, it was great to stand there. And I remember actually standing on the range and watching Tiger. I mean, Tiger was just coming into his prime pretty much around that time. And I remember standing there and like watching him on the range, thinking like, wow. But he was like always the main attraction when you turned up to any event. One of my earliest memories really of playing golf was certainly like in the garden at home. My dad used to buy me little plastic golf balls, and I used to stand there and hit the like a plastic club against the fence all day long. And I don't know exactly age-wise, but I would say roughly 8, 9, 10. But I never really got into golf massively at that age. It was more, I would say around 11, 12 years old, I started to get into it a bit more. Look, he likes watching me on YouTube. Who's that? Daddy! Daddy! Well, he just said it would be quite a good opportunity after the podcast to get me on the channel, because the podcast did so well. There was a lot of like comments saying that would like to see James play. And then Rick had already done a video on these 70-pound clubs, like kind of reviewing them himself. And he contacted me and just said, like, how do you feel about playing with these 70-pound clubs? And I said, yeah, like, absolutely love to. Anything to like help him out, but it also really good for me with a bit of exposure and to help grow my brand.
James, phenomenal. Guys, if you like seeing James on the channel, I might do more videos again in the future. Definitely check James out on his social media. One on the par, using ridiculously cheap clubs. Awesome.
Thanks, mate. So after being on Rick's channel, obviously the followers went up. He did a 10k shout out, which was really good for my followers, as I think I had about 2,500, and last time I looked it was about 14,500. So it's really benefited like the following, but it's been good for golf lessons as well. I've got people coming from further afield to come and meet me and have a lesson with me after like watching me on the channel. I've obviously known Rick for years, but it was just more of it'll just make a funny video really. The 70-pound set was the one that started it off really. I might do a little bit on Instagram, but I'm definitely at the minute not in a position to do a YouTube channel. Too busy with coaching and then family life. Can't take up all my time. I don't think my wife and my little boy would be happy. I imagine qualifying again, like that would be unbelievable. Obviously, dream come true first time. To have another attempt at it would be even crazy, crazy dreams. Hey. If you're good enough and you have a little bit of luck, you can qualify. I mean, I think I'll try every year because it's just such a big event, and like I say, everyone's got a chance. We'll play a bit of a chip and runny one. The next competition will be regional qualifying. It is a real confidence booster saying that I have done it before, but I'm just going to play golf and really enjoy it. I don't think I've ever feared a golf course, just excited with the challenge, I suppose. So everyone's had that moment where they've said on the putting green or on the course, this is for the Open. This is to win the Open.